Alright, hey guys, this is Matt from Gamersphere, and I'd like to talk to you real quick about the Xbox press conference that just went down at E3. And I've got to say, I want to preface this by saying, what I thought was going to happen or how I thought Microsoft was going to play it. I honestly thought that they had a lot to prove this year going into E3 because they absolutely bombed last year. Um, they had a lot of changes that were made after E3, even with the Xbox One price cut, the elimination of a Kinect Xbox. Now you can get it for $400 without the Kinect. They had a lot to prove to show people that they're really focused on games. And what was great was they started the show by coming out and saying simply, this entire conference is just games. It's only about games because we want to focus on that. We want you to know that we are focused on the core gaming experience. And that's wonderful for me. That was wonderful for me to hear because that instilled a sense of confidence that yes, Xbox was still there doing what they need to do for gamers. And so that opening off the show was great. And for the next, couple of hours, they just showed off game after game after game after game. And in the long run, yes, it was a very safe press conference. They didn't do anything risky, but really at this point, they couldn't afford to. I don't think that doing anything risky would have paid them any advantages, because I think doing something risky it could have backfired. It could have really gone badly. So by playing it safe, they showed gamers that they're still focused on the games, and that was a wonderful, wonderful thing. And for that, they offered a lot of new games. They showed a lot of games that were exclusive to Xbox One, or that would only have exclusive content come early to Xbox One, such as Advanced Warfare, where the add-on content will come to Xbox One a month before PS4 or PC, just like they're doing with Ghosts right now. And they showed a lot of things like that will really show people that this is where you want to play your games. And because the public had that general feeling last year generation with the 360 over the PS3, people tended to play a lot of games, especially multiplayer games, on the Xbox 360. And so for PS4 this generation to have that advantage so far, Xbox One really needed to come from behind and show people that they should switch over to their platform. And so just a quick rundown of the games. This isn't every game that was announced. There were plenty more, but there were just such a plethora of games that they showed that it was nearly impossible for me to pay attention to every single one of them. But off the top of my head, they started off with Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which honestly shows potential. I am not a Call of Duty fan anymore. I used to be, but lately they've been crappy, if I may say. But this game looks like it stands a chance. Advanced Warfare really looks like something that I may consider this holiday season if they can continue to show me gameplay that says that it's actually going to be a new, different experience. Because some of the content they were showing looked amazing. It looked new. It didn't look repetitive, and I love that. It showed innovation for the first time in the Call of Duty series that I've seen. So that was a great way to start off the show for me. They did say that there would be exclusive content for Xbox One that would come, not exclusive content, but they would have that period of exclusivity before it goes to other platforms. They talked about Forza 5, a new track is being put up for download, free DLC for any Forza 5 owner. They talked about Forza Horizon 2, and it's going to launch this September 30th, so be on the lookout for that. They talked about Assassin's Creed Unity. They showed a gameplay footage of that, and you could tell that this wasn't pre-rendered, I don't think, because it didn't look that stunning to me. Now, I'll be honest, the Advanced Warfare footage looked really good, but then again, it could have been pre-rendered, though I don't think it was. I don't know. We'll see. But Unity didn't have the most amazing graphics at this point, but I've come to expect that from Assassin's Creed. The gameplay looked a little stale, I think, but the one thing that I saw that really seemed to reinvigorate the game was the addition of 4-player co-op. You can now play the missions, it seems like, cooperatively, and that's something that could really add some fire to the series. And I'm really not necessarily looking forward to it, because it'll take a lot for me to be looking forward to Unity, but this is a good step in the right direction. They covered what was the other? They covered a lot of games. They talked about Fable Legends. They talked about Dragon's Age Inquisition. They talked about Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is a new Lara Croft game, Tomb Raider game that's going to be coming out. They talked about The Division. They talked about a new game from the Limbo creator. It's going to be called Inside. They talked about another one from Bayonetta developer. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's going to be called. But most notably for me, they spent a good deal of time talking about Master Chief. They talked a lot about Halo 4, Halo 5, about the new Halo collection coming out, about the new series. First of all, Halo 5 will have a multiplayer beta come out in December of this year. So that's actually a lot sooner than I had anticipated. They're going to have this year, this November 11th, Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which is going to have all the content from Halo 1 to Halo 4, for the 4 core titles, that is. That's not including Reach or Spartan Assault, etc. For the 4 core titles, they're going to have all the maps there, all 100 plus of them. They're going to have them running on their original engines, but updated to 1080p, 60 FPS for Halo 2 Anniversary. Yes, they will be including Halo 2 Anniversary with this pack, which is amazing. They have reworked 6 of these Halo 2 maps to run on HD, but for the most part, Anniversary is going to be that core experience that you remember from your childhood, from 10 years ago, wherever you were in life. That's how they want you to remember it. And they're going to have the button just like in the original Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, so that you can flip between the old graphics and new at any time. And finally, they talked about the Halo Nightfall, the digital series that's going to be headed by Ridley Scott. And they said that the series would cover some backstory for the new protagonist in Halo 5. So that's actually something I'm looking forward to as well, because at this point he's still very, very shrouded in secrecy. The trailer they showed for Halo 5, again, it raised more questions than answers, just like last year's trailer. It made a little bit more sense this year, but still I have a lot of questions. Even still, this Halo section of the show really drove the point home that gaming is what Xbox wants you to do. They've really showed me that maybe I should buy an Xbox One, and up till this point I had not considered an Xbox One at all. It's not something that I was planning on buying for at least another year and a half until Halo 5 comes out. But with everything that they're showing now, I'm slightly convinced to look for one this Christmas. Again, it's still going to take some convincing, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps up the games that they covered. Again, that's not everything, but in the end, I think Microsoft played a great game. They had a great show. It was not the most explosive, but they did have some bombshells. They did drop some good content, such as the 4-player co-op in Unity, the Halo 4, the Halo Master Chief Collection dropping this year. They had a lot of moments like that, but at the same time, it was conservative, it was safe, it showed the gamers that Xbox is still the place to be, and that's exactly what they needed to do coming into this show. They needed to show that it's all about the games, and they stressed that so much this show that it was perfect in that aspect. So I can't say that was the best E3 press conference that ever was, but it definitely did what Microsoft needed it to do. Especially with all the changes they've made this year, it was great. So thank you for listening. Hopefully I could fill you in on some of the stuff that you may not have been able to see on the show if you weren't able to watch it on Spike, or if you didn't see it online. Hopefully this was a quick digest for you. Thank you for listening, and I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy the rest of your E3 as much as I will. So thank you for checking out Gamersphere.com, and come back for more exclusive, well, not exclusive, everybody has access to this, it's E3, but come back for more E3 information as it's revealed. We will keep you updated 100%. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later.